and he has a really, really powerful and really, um, God, I would love to have him on this show. God, that would be, it would be really cool if I could talk to him.
You know what? With this technology, you could probably talk to him and message, find him.
Oh, I know. I would know how to do it. I just haven't gotten around. See, the thing is, I mean, once this channel, gets really, really, really big, then I probably would reach out to some of the bigger Canadian YouTubers. But yeah, he's famous in your country producing. He has a channel called Chills, and he called it that because it's a stereotype about Canada, but it's apparently not true all the time. That we in the Americas, we like to say that Canadians are so chill. Your people are really calm, and you have a really calm way of talking. And then where I am, we're more aggressive. We have a more aggressive and more hyper and a more upbeat way of talking
Like
down
me.
in my country. Down in
I
my
think I was born in the wrong country sometimes because I'm really hyper and
Oh, I thought I was. Maybe it was me though. I thought I was born in the wrong country. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, my sister sure thinks she was born in the wrong country.
I see. Yeah. But no, when you told that teacher, when you said you went over to your teacher's house, I mean, you don't know him, so you don't know how his voice sounds, but all I was thinking of his voice going number 15 like that when you said teacher's house.
I don't have to know where you were going with that. I already know.
So something strange usually
exactly
happens. But no, I'm glad that nothing strange happened there, and I think that that whole, but anyway, to circle back to all this, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. But karma will get her. There have been certain people in my life where all I say, karma will take it. Karma will take care of that. I just need to go about my business. And I've seen it. I've seen it happen before. So I strongly am a believer of karma, and that when I really believe that when you do the right thing, even one tiny right thing, it helps you a lot.
Yeah, and I say,
yes, of course.
That to the people, because I'm gonna share this and I'm gonna send this as a message. If people don't use Facebook but they use Messenger.
By the way, please do that. Please publish this video and podcast.
I sure will.
And you may publish this to the world, because I want to include the world on this kind channel.
That's what I wanted to say. I looked at your page and I was disappointed because there's only 3 likes.
I know, right? Bunch of haters.
Likes.
Bunch of haters.
People.
Come on, you. Likes. I know, right, man? We live in a world with haters, man. A bunch of people who they probably spending more time pushing kids into pine trees than spending time on Facebook. So stop pushing kids into pine trees and go home and get onto your Facebook and follow Aaron's opinion, because this is the opinion or some facts that I think you should be listening to around the world. Of course, I'm going to tweet this out. Not to worry, you're going to get my Twitter. I'm going to actually copy the tweet when I tweet it out. But you'll see it. I can tell. You're going to know what's going on. You're going to follow this show, and you're going to know exactly what goes on when I publish this a little later tonight. So don't.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh man, you'll get it. When I tweet it out, I'll send you the tweet, and listener, something else special is going to happen tonight with this show. I want to make sure that it's going to happen before I tell you about it. So just keep your eyes open for something else really cool. And I'm going to send you all the information afterwards.
I know, I'm intrigued.
But
I'm very intrigued.
Oh man, I tell you. That's material. Wow. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, hold on. You could. Well, thank you. Thank you is the word I'm looking for. Okay.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
So make sure, yeah, and listener, you at home too. Make sure to publish this episode wherever you want, so that people start to kind of get the hang of this Zoom thing, get the hang of this podcasting thing, because podcasting's a lot of fun for me. I'm a teacher. I love educating people. I love talking to people all over the world, and this is something that I just love doing every day. It's just a every time I podcast, every time I upload, I just feel better. I really do.
A lot of people have their outlets. Yours is podcasting. Mine's saxophone
Yeah.
and guitar. Which, by the way, in the comments I'll link my music page. So if people want to listen to my stuff,
Sure, you can. You know what? You mean you want to comment below this upload? I tell you what I can have. I tell you what I can do for you.
okay.
Actually, no. As far as see, yeah, I went through this with someone else too. Actually, no. Please do not do that. Because once you see what's going to happen, this show it's my show, but it's when it gets published, it's not technically not my product. It's once you see how it comes out, it doesn't really work like that. So this show is kind of an object. It's kind of a separate entity. So
Oh, no problem.
but no. So just email me everything that you would want me to share about your music. Email me all of that information. Send me that later, and then I
I'll
can.
just send you a message if that's cool.
That's cool. And then I can tweet it out. I can tweet for you. I can just tweet it right out to my followers, and then people can start.
No problem. Like I said, this is your show, and I don't want to step on your
Oh
toes.
no, it's no problem. It's just there are certain quirky little rules that when you publish things you have to just be aware of. But yeah, I'll tweet out your guitar stuff, and then people can go back to comparing you to Stevie Ray Vaughan or something like that.
Oh,
But
sure.
but
Oh man, that was a cold shot. If you heard of Stevie Ray Vaughan, you get my reference.
no, I didn't.
Oh,
Okay.
Stevie Ray Vaughan had a song called "Cold Shot."
Oh, okay.
And when you said you're going to compare me to Stevie Ray Vaughan, I was joking. I said, "Oh, that's."
I was being
shot.
I was being sarcastic.
I
Man.
know, and I was being sarcastic too.
You get it, man. You get it. Hey, when are you going to start a podcast? Because you're really good
what?
at it.
I actually plan on it. I
Well,
plan on starting a few.
Don't plan on it. You only need one. You only need one podcast to be a good one. Don't plan, do it.
You know what? I will.
You know what? I'm going to help you with that, man. I'm going to
Awesome.
help. I'm going to help you with that because you're giving me a vibe that you're someone who deserves help, and the world deserves to know the truth and hear your story and have a really good time learning with you all at the same time about that. But yeah, those are some really interesting stories that you've been telling. So then, um, and are there any other stories that you want to tell us about the boarding school experience? Because people in my country are just we kind of have a sick fascination with it. So are there any other questions or any other
Most boarding
yeah.
schools are you live all year, all weekend. My school, you went on the bus Sunday night, you went back on the bus Friday afternoon. Most schools, and I guess I was lucky in that respect, I got to go home every weekend. Most schools didn't do that. In fact, when my school, back in the olden times, it used to be called, well, I won't say, but because, but back in the olden times, it was like normal boarding school. You had to live there all year round, except for holidays. And I was lucky in that respect. I got to go home on a Friday night. When I got older, all I did was go in my room and watch TV. What I did the moment I got home, go in my room, watch TV. And I wouldn't come out of my room until dinner time. Then I go back in my room, same thing. Watch TV. My parents, they'd see me once in a while, like if I was hungry, thirsty, whatever. When to go in the fridge to grab a Coke, because Coke's my favorite soft drink. I love my Coke. I still do, but unfortunately, not giving it up completely, but if I have pop in the house, I'm going to want to drink it all the time. And I do have I was diagnosed with an enlarged liver due to overeating. But as long as I keep on a good diet, which I probably have not been good at, because I do love to eat too. Eating's my one of my favorite things to do when I get hungry. Most of the time, hopefully, I had a really good dinner today, but yeah. My microwave, though, like I can heat things up. My worker does help me with, cooking, cleaning only the spots like I have Lysol wipes and they're a god to a blind person. You just clean off your table, your counter, and it makes cleaning really easily. Before that, I had a hard time cleaning, but you get now they they make these because of the quarantine. I don't know if this is like that in your disclosed location, but people have been hoarding so much that stores have ran out of stuff. Even like.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. In my undisclosed location.
That's what I meant, undisclosed.
Yes.
I am not good at speaking at times.
That is fine. That is fine, my friend. Yes, and in my undisclosed location, the stores are having a hard time with it. But this is we live in a very interesting and a very challenging time to be said.
Sure do.
So yeah, definitely. And where have you traveled to, by the way, outside of beautiful O Canada?
When I was 14, my mom and I drove to Michigan to visit my relatives who live in Port Huron. It was cool shopping in the States because, I've never. And the only other place I've been to outside of Canada was Florida.
It's a wonderful place to go. If you're gonna bother leaving Canada, you better go to a place that's nice, and Florida is wonderful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I only went though for the Sunshine Foundation or Make a Wish, one of them. It was I was 18 and it was a day trip to Disney World and it was pretty awesome. I enjoyed it.
Well, good. Yeah, I've been to Disney. There's a lot. There's a lot of activities. Florida is just a wonderful place to go because there's so many different things you can do.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
My mom has been to California, but I have not. I have an aunt. I had a great aunt who lives out there, and I have relatives still in California. I have relatives scattered all over the place. My dad's side, of course, is in Sicily.
Yeah. Italy. Yeah, no, I had a feeling with that name, Castro Giovanni. Castro Giovanni. Yes. Yeah, that's quite a name. Yeah, that's the other curious, puzzling thing about this. I saw your name. I wasn't really sure who you were. It looked kind of like it was an interesting name that I had never seen before. I was like, who is that? Like, what? Who's that Who's that guy? Never heard of it. But yeah.
I'm curious. How does your voice thing recognition pronounce my name?
It said something weird. It said something like Castro Giovanni. Like it separated it, but then when I looked at the spelling, to type you into the title, it's just spelled Castro Giovanni. And Giovanni. Right? Don't you agree? That's how it's spelled,
yeah.
Right? Yeah. So it's spelled like that. So Giovanni is clearly, I would say Italian.
It actually means John.
Okay, so there you go. So it's the Italian version of the name
John.
Yeah. Or every it's strange, because every language, when you study languages, every language basically has like the same names. They just say them differently. Like in my second language French, it's just Jean, or